not high enough for me to do what I want to do. I'll do it like this. Anyway. This is my version of sloppy shuffle. Ken Russell was at Busch Gardens a long time ago in Williamsburg, Virginia, at the Pot of Gold in Hastings area, but it was called Wizard Works at the time. Then it was changed to Pot of Gold because of the Irish team. Anyway, I don't know what it's called now, but first it was Wizard Works, then a Pot of Gold. But Ken Russell, the magician, was there. So was a great Scott too. But anyway, they talked about secret tunnels underneath there that Copperfield loved when he used to perform there, make his appearance in another location and stuff like that. And I had a feeling, I've seen the commercial before, but never did get to see him at Busch Gardens. But I did get to see him at Chrysler Hall. Not forgetting things to Jesus answering my prayers, and Bob Schofield was the golden key to let it all happen. Anyway, let's see. I think it's cool that Bob Schofield helps me out at Christmas time, getting me magic supplies and books, and at Christmas and at my birthday also. Anyway, Ken Russell was doing the sloppy shuffle where the cards are mixed and then magic they are unmixed. And I read it in a Genie magazine, because Bob Schofield gave me tons of Genie magazines and some magic magazines, and I couldn't understand how to do the sloppy shuffle. So it's good to have someone right there in person showing you. And then Jesus helped me to realize I could use this as someone pick a card and not only be mixed up with the sloppy shuffle, but their card that they picked will be face up among the face down. And I used Michael Amar's line through another card trick, not sloppy shuffle. It's completely different. So I use his line to the sloppy shuffle. I'll show you what I mean. And I always tell people that where I get my resources from, that I got it from Michael Amar line, face up among the face downs. My friends always say, Bill, just do the trick. They don't know who and what. I like to give what credit's due. If you watch the TC Magic Show, I say the same thing. David Copperfield did this, or by Timothy Winks and all that. Michael Klein said, Bill, you're boring the audience. Just do the trick. Well, watch Copperfield or any magic special. At the end, they give Jonathan Pendragon, Andre Cole, and all that. Well, you're not doing a TV special. You're doing a magic show. Well, what do you think Copperfield's doing? And Lance Burton and Brian Ferrari. Anyway, Michael Klein, Tommy Story, Dave Duncan's like, do the trick. Okay, I'll do the trick, but I don't think I'm boring the audience. If I am, my bad. Anyway, Timothy Wink's Professor's Nightmare, that was originally in a book called Spaghetti Rope Trick. Anyway, I'm so used to doing the trick itself, it's hard for me just to do the part that Ken Russell was doing. But anyway, Ken Russell was famous on NBC Channel 10, do magic segments, and also would teach a trick, and then he did an illusion where he cut Carol Hoffman, newslady's head off. It was like a comedy idea. And he said, well, we were thinking about doing a levitation, but we decided on the guillotine. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Anyway, this is what I came up with. And my dad, Marcel, who's in heaven now, he was a chef in the Navy and restaurants and everything, and at our church too. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I pick a card, any card, and then they would pick a card. I did this at church, and everybody likes it. Even John Hagberg at Ben Woven's birthday party said, "That's good, Bill. That's a new trick." Anyway, the person picks a card. Say, hello. Let's say, okay, it's a two of spade, but I wouldn't know what card it is, but you know what it is now, two of spade. But I wouldn't know what it is, but I would show it to everybody, including the person who picked it, and then I would, well, it's kind of hard to do this, but I'll lay it on top, but normally I would have the deck half cut, and they would place it right here. They would place it right here. And then I would place that on top of there, and then I would shuffle the cards. Yikes. Keep forgetting these are fairly new cards. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'll let everybody know at church that these are fairly new, so bear with me. Now I said I'll shuffle them even more. Now they're really mixed. You got face up, face down, back to back, face up, face down. Now I snap my fingers. There'll be one card face up amongst the face downs, and it's your card. Your card should be the only one face up amongst the face downs. I can't, it's hard to do it on the camera at this angle. Your card is the only one that's face up amongst the face downs. And they go, Bill, how did you do that? That's really good. Alright. Here's what I do. The part that Penn Russell taught me that I had a hard time in the Genie magazine.
Eat, Billy?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
good.
actually tasted better cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, the tuna.
Well, if you ever wanted it again, I'd fix it for you earlier
Yeah.
if you want it. But if you come in here and I say, what do you want for lunch?
Yeah.
I'll fix it, put it in, but you might not, that's up to you then how you eat it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes real better cold. It's something to do with the coldness in the refrigerator. The tuna salad. Anyway. See, Penn Russell taught me this part at Busch Gardens. And we were talking magic shop about a lot of things. Sub-trunk, a Learjet, a Copperfield, and Dave Duncan and me, and he goes, Penn Russell, it's so good to finally be able to talk to magicians. I said, you're welcome. We even talked about the Statue of Liberty. Anyway, he said it's just like the Siegfried and Roy. I said, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like the Siegfried and Roy Magic Castle vanished. And then we did it like a model, like. I said, I said, yeah, your favorite magician, Penn Russell, is Norm Nelson. Yeah, it is, but show me some more Copperfield pictures. Okay. And I showed him a whole bunch of pictures. I'm trying to think. I gave Copperfield at Chrysler Hall pictures of him doing Bronze slicer illusion, and on the back of each picture, I even gave one of our Super X levitation we got from Abbott's. Thanks to Bob Scofield giving me a book on Abbott's catalog and Louis Tannen and stuff. And even Bob's even ordered from Louis Tannen when he's in New York with Peter. They rode a train up there because Peter loves trains. Um, sometimes they ride it, do an airplane, but mainly it's a train. Anyway, now I forgot what I was doing. Something about a sloppy shuffle. When, anyway, Penrose said what you do is, all you gotta do is just take the card and flip them like this. And if you do it in this kind of fashion,
It's like I say, they're a dysfunctional family. Nobody tried
you
to
got
work together.
some like that, some like
This
that,
person's fighting against this one, this one.
like that. You know, it's all mixed up. And he says when you cut at the area that's back to back, now all the cards are not mixed up no more. They're all normal again. I said, thanks, Penrussell. Been racking my brain on that. The Stage Illusion by Paul Osborne and the Abbott's drawings that's in the Genie magazine, I can understand how it works, but the sloppy shuffle, I couldn't get it. But thanks to you, you're a godsend. You helped me figure out. He said, well, you're welcome, Bill. And anyway, what we did, so as I was thinking about this, I was thinking I could actually do this like an added touch. I could have someone pick a card and it would be face up in the middle of that sloppy shuffle. You just helped me to come up with an idea, because all ideas come back to go straight to God, including the Empire State Building, Pastor Mike Asher's message, and Pastor Cole's agrees. Anyway, all material resources. All things were made by him, all things were created. God owns all the cattle of the hills. Anyway, he spoke everything all here. He's outside space and time. And the earth is his footstool. Anyway, he was there before anything existed. He was just there. Anyway, so by the time I came home, that's when I was living with my parents, because I was a teenager, about to be a teenager, I can't remember. And I said to my dad, Marcel, pick a card, any card. I forgot what card he picked, but anyway, I just say, oh, what a coincidence. It's a 3 of club, Penn and Teller's favorite card. Is this your card? They forged this card for many different ways, and it's real neat. They might, Teller might open it, Raymond Teller opens his eye, he's got a 3 over here, and a club over here, the 3 of club, on his eye, special contact lenses, because Penn Gillette's sitting there looking for the card, looking for the card, looking for the card. This card, no, that ain't your card, that ain't your card, that ain't your card. And somewhere in between, he points to Teller, and Teller turns around on the beach, and he opens his eyes. Is this your card? Anyway. Raymond Teller and Penn Gillette are good with sleight of hand, plus using fake blood, although sometimes they use cow blood for effect. And it's rubbed off on David Copperfield. Someone uploaded the Death Saw instead of the red light that he did at Christ Raw and on his CBS special. I forgot which special, the Niagara Falls special, one of them. And, yeah, it might have been. Or was it the Bermuda Triangle? I can't remember. But anyway, I used to know these by heart, but I ain't been in practice. But, anyway, my dad picked a card, but say it was the 3 of club. Anyway, I put it, yeah, put it on there. And God's in control of everything. Anyway, he probably helped me to pick the 3 of clubs to represent Penn and Teller's favorite card. Because God's caring for them to get saved if they ain't saved yet. And we're all praying for him. Bob's praying for him. Every Christian and Christian illusionist magician is praying for Penn and Teller to get saved if they ain't saved yet, and their whole family tree. And it's good that their parents are in heaven. Well, Pendulous and his parents are. Anyway, I don't know about Teller's parents or not, but I pray for them too. Anyway, I let my dad lay it on here, lay the card on here, and then I put the cards on here like this. This is where I would secretly load it on the top of here, but it looked like I just straightened the cards up a little bit. But I load it on the bottom of this, and then as I'm straightening this up, I put this on the bottom, which takes their card on the bottom. And then I just pick some cards and flip them over, and make this weaving pattern. Everybody's wanting to know how I do my sloppy shovel, my version of it. At a certain point, when I get to the last card, the bottom card, which would be the spectator's card, I flip it over like this, and I make sure their card goes on top. And I hold it in this fashion. And then I show some cards face down, face up, face down, face up, face back to back, back face. And when I cut back to back, I don't say anything. I just cut it, put it like this. Probably when I did it with my dad, I probably said back to back, but I realized I don't need to do that. It still works when I don't even mention it. I think it adds even more flourish to it. And I said, now your card that you picked, I was telling my dad, Marcel, is face up. Well, when I find it, it should be face up amongst the face down. Yeah, there it is. Your card is face up. Now face up amongst the face down. And my daddy was really impressed that I came up with this trick. And I said, I'm thankful Jesus helped me figure this out. And Penn Russell helped me out too, but he was like a golden key to help me figure it out. He was really impressed that I actually came up with a trick of my own. And that's your card, the 3 of clubs. Now everybody knows how to do my sloppy shuffle. You can do it any way that you want. Josiah at the Tune Museum, or Nauticus at Norfolk Museum, one of them, I taught him that trick. And when he performed it to Tommy and Banshee Bobby Roberts' story, he ended up doing it slightly different. And I thought he did a reel when he made the coin go from the bottom of the hand and jump to the top of his hand. But now I know it's something else. And Bob Schofield got me a DVD on that, plus coins with ribbons that come off the coin and all this other stuff. It's really good stuff. And he got me a DVD of the Mexican magician showing how to do all these coins routines. Even though you can find the secrets on YouTube and Facebook, but it's by other companies that teach how to do it. But I got a Spanish-Mexican guy teaching it. He speaks English. He's pretty good English. And he goes out on 9 yards. And my eye doctor, Dr. Caroline, have been helping his son Addison learn a lot. I made him a copy. I should have made a backup copy, but at the time I didn't know that DVD recorders were going to go out of style, and video recorders were going to go out of style. So I can't go back in time and make a copy, because now, I still got the original DVD, but I can't make a copy of stuff anymore and give it out to people. But if you look out on YouTube, you can look up all that kind of coin gaffs and all that stuff. Look up Gaff Academy and I can't think of the Magic Channel and all those.
You mention cockroach?
Very funny. Cockroach? No, I don't want no cockroach. Hawkeye on Mass would say, Frank, don't you dare kill my cockroach and all that stuff. I was like, oh, I get it. They're making a joke to Frank Burns. Anyway. You gotta look up all the characters that played in MASH. Hooligan, Radar. You'll find some interesting stuff about them that will blow your mind. Including Radar invented 2 things in the patent office. Look in Google searching and look at all the floor plans of it. Something to do with a toilet seat and something to catch fish in. He's very clever kind of guy. And he's very clever when he thought of, on MASH, to use the headlights on Jeeps to do the operation until they got the power back on. He's got a keen sense of hearing too. That's why he could read lips to Henry and Colonel Potter. Well, Colonel Potter was a different character. I was wanting to see that episode, and there it was. If they finally aired that one, and then he came back as Colonel Potter, and he was a different character altogether in 2 different episodes. But in the second episode, he stayed all through the show, and later on, he became the father of Hal Linden's character, Blake the Magician. I think it was on CBS. Blake's Magic TV show series. Before that, it was NBC Bill Bixby, the Magician. He learned all the magic from Mark Wilson taught him. Then he branched out on his own. The Courtship of Eddie's Father. There was a movie of it before the TV show. And then My Favorite Martian. And then David Banner, Lou Ferrigno, Kenneth Johnson that did V&V, The Final Battle, and some other alien show. But anyway, he wants to get a Sega going, like Star Wars Sega in the movie theaters. I hope it works out. He made the Bionic Woman TV series and Bionic Man. But anyway, and the movies and of the Bionic Man, the Bionic Woman, the Bionic Boy. They had another Bionic Boy. He was another episode. He was in a different episode on Wonder Woman as one of the shrills on that saying put Diana Prince and Wonder Woman, merged them together with the picture, and he says definitely the same person. The Masked Magician Valentino is cool. He taught this version, and everybody on YouTube does this. Even Derek, they take the card to do a top change. They put the card here and take it right off the top. They teach that too. They teach it on YouTube. But I figured this out, which is how on 321 Contact with the guy's birthday party, and I noticed that the card goes on the bottom and he takes the top. Huh? What?
Sometime later I'm gonna go get medicine at Rite
Aid? Okay. I forgot to tell Tommy about Rite Aid. I got so sidetracked with him doing pranks on me. I forgot that Miss Story said, tell Tommy that there's medicine for Rite Aid for Tommy and for you. And I completely forgot it. Because Tommy kept pulling pranks on me, and then he put my deodorant upside down just like he does my peanut butter and my pudding upside down, or I find chocolate in my plastic clear jar of peanut butter, and Betsy put his grape in there, and monkey see, monkey do. Or I might find a skeleton sitting on my bed, then it magically appears back in the chair it's sitting at. And this is before he put the venom mask that Bobby gave him on it. Anyway, Harry Blackstone Jr. goes just like this and takes it right out the top. They were showing in slow motion how to do it, and I practiced that maneuver. And Senior Spade YouTube channel says, Bill, this is older than Blackstone. It's called the bottom top change. Oh, okay, I didn't know the name of it, thanks. And Senior Spade really teaches some neat card tricks. You gotta check him out too. And a lot of you, just check out all my friends that I added, or they added me on my YouTube channels. My main one that I can upload on that I didn't lose the password to is that Bill Green 4003/videos. Anyway, the ones I lost the password to, but it's still there for me to look and everybody else to look at. The Green Magician and Bill Green with bold letters, Bill Green. But if you want to look for it, just put at Bill Green 3138. YouTube has added numbers now, like a house address. Dr. Caroline helped me to raise it. I said, oh, that's why they do that. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why are they adding numbers. And he said, well, there's more than one Bill Green, so it's getting to where it's hard to find you. So if you put your house address, oh, I get it now. That's why they put the numbers in. Mystery solved. Thanks, Dr. Caroline. His name is Kevin Caroline. He's a good eye doctor on Southside Eye Doctor. Mike Wager, we've seen him and his wife there. I don't know if he sees Dr. Caroline or a different eye doctor. Before Caroline was there, it was Jennifer to get Adams, and she knew Joni Spidnia, losing as a choreographer, a Christian lady. I said, wow, it's a small world. And she said, yeah, it is. Anyway, I can't do this version here. It's good that Valentino taught that routine, the top change. Everybody does it on YouTube. But I'm so used to doing it the Blackstone Jr. way that that's the only way I can do it. I do it real smooth. I take the top, I show the top card, or a spectator's card out of the, pick a card, and I say, you see your card? Now it's changed to a different card. And then I said, I'll shuffle the cards. Alright, there's the queen. Your card was a what? And then they'll say, how did you do that? Army versus Navy, the kids like me doing magic tricks. I would do tricks like that and the 2-card Monte and all that. Okay, you want to know how to do the 2-card Monte? This is one that Jesus helped me figure out. Mitch Leary and others had aot.magic.secrets in Google search group way before YouTube and Facebook, but I'm glad they're there so I can upload videos. I'm glad God created the people to get that done. Anyway, now we can share what we know. Not just by typing it, but visually see it. Anyway, but Mitch Leary said, man, Bill, we all do it the hard way. We buy books and videos. I said, well, I do that too, but sometimes I can cut corners and Jesus can help me to figure it out. And I don't have to. I'm trying to get my mind in gear here. See, I need to find the Queen of Spades. You can use any kind of cards, but this is what I like using. The Queen of Spades, and the Queen of Hearts. Where is that Queen of Hearts? I know it's here. That's the Queen of Diamonds. Where'd the Queen of Hearts go? Oh no, you're a truck. Enterprise truck rental. I wonder what that's about. Oh, there's the Queen of Hearts. I need to find. See, you got the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Spades. Queen of Hearts and Queen of Spades. Now I gotta find the 2 kings. The King of Club and the King of Spades. Okay. I know what I'm doing, it's just hard to do it. There. I show the Queen of Hearts and the spectator holds on to the card. Well, there's no one here, but I'll just lay it off to the side. I show the Queen of Spades and I say, here, you hold on to that card and I'll take your card. In this case, it's the Queen of Hearts. And I'll take that card, put it on top. Now, which would you rather have? The Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Spades? Or Queen of Spades or Queen of Hearts? Which would you rather on top? And whatever they say, or they don't say anything, I'll just snap my fingers and I say, flip it over. And they flip it over, and they've now changed to 2 kings. And Joseph Rock was floored on Ben Woven's birthday party at his parents' house. And he said, do that again. And I did it again. He's like, how do you do that? Everybody was impressed that this is what Jesus helped me figure out, is that you take, well, I know what I'm doing, I just can't seem to do it. There it is. Alright. You hold on to a deck of cards in your hand, but what you do is, you have the Queen of Hearts at the top, and the Queen of Spades next to it, and you put the 2 indifferent cards in this cage, make sure they're the same color, King of Spades and King of Club. You put the spade here, club here, it don't matter, there'll just be 2 kings there. And what you do is, you make sure those are in the middle. You can pick any 2 cards and two of the same color in the middle. It doesn't matter. David Blaine even used it on another special where he used the aces. Or it might have been the same special street magic, but he used the aces to show that he can do it not just with the queens and the kings. Alright? Anyway, you just have it like this, where the queen's here, and the queen's here, and the two kings in the middle. You square up the cards, and you put it on here. And you show this card to the spectator. You have them to hold on to it. And now you do a triple lift to look like one card. There's really three cards there. With feel, you'll not get the feel of it. It looks like one card, just like you do a double lift. You go like this. And with practice, you'll know that's three cards, but it'll look like one card. And you say, see this card? And you put this back down on there. And you take, you don't show it, but you hand it to them because they're in their mind that they saw it was the queen. Alright? They hold on to it, but don't look at it. And then you take their card, which is the queen, and you put it underneath and take the top. And then put that card on there. And you say, do you want the queen of hearts on top or the queen of spade on top or whatever, which way? And they say, I don't know. And you snap your fingers for just for add to the effect drama. And then they flip it over and they change to two kings or two aces or whatever you want. And as Joseph Rock is like, what? How would you do that? Do that again. And of course I do it again. And he's like, man, Bill, how'd you do that? Oh, you know, for the sloppy shuffle, there's one thing I just remembered. It looks like I'm shuffling the spectator's card and mixing it up. What I'm really doing is, their card stays at the bottom. I think what you just helped me realize, I forgot one part. You keep the bottom card and just shuffle all the other cards on top. That's when you do the sloppy shuffle. So it looks like the cards are all mixed. It also throws suspicion off if someone thought that the spectator card was put on the bottom if they have eagle eyes. And if they don't know about this false shuffle, it retains the bottom when you do it. And then at any time you can always really shuffle the cards and bring the spectator's card on top and then do a double lift. And they'll see that that's not their card. And you say, what was your card? That's what I thought, it was your card. And they go, wait a minute, how'd you do that? I just remembered because that's an added touch to the sloppy shuffle or any sleight of hand. It's like you can take an SD card, place it in the hand, and it's gone. And you reach into the air, and here it is. Or you can do it like this. But all I'm doing is pretending to put it in the hand and thumb palming it. Benny the magician at Salvation Army Christian camp taught me that. Because he went like, they showed the coin and he went, the quarter and went, whoosh. I was like, how do you do that? He said, I'll teach you that if you teach me the card trick that you did. I want to know how to do it. So I taught him that. and he taught me this. So I was at the camp practicing this all as much as I can, so I can get it down pat. When Bob picked up a plastic chess piece and made it disappear, I was like, how do you make it look so smooth? He says, Bill, what you got to do is get your thumb to stay in this position for a while, and eventually it'll be natural. In other words, like I would say, like riding a bike. And you know, my thumb sticks up like that now, that I don't even have to force it. It automatically knows what I'm going to do. It sticks upward. And of course you do the same over here. Everything's got to look natural. It's got to be mirrored. If one is like this and one's like this, it gives it away. They all got to match up, mirror image, so there's no discrepancy. Bob Schofield and Fred Stahl and Mr. and Mrs. Lowry and friends around my neighborhood, my family and nieces and nephews, and my family in Lynx, Ohio, and wherever they're all located at now. They all helped me out with Jesus' help. Even Miss Queeman, my librarian, and my school teacher, Miss Jones, and I forgot that guy's name. He helped out too. He got some kind of number mat thing. Why I can't think of that guy's name right now. Well, anyway, they all helped out. Miss Jones recorded the Alcatraz special for us, and she said, in case I forget, here's my phone number. It's a good thing that Jesus helped me realize to call, because she's about to go out the door to pick up her husband at an airport. And she said, thanks, Bill. I almost forgot to push record. And she pushed record, and then she brought it in and let the whole class watch the Alcatraz special. And then she was about to give it to me when she was done with it, and Tommy wanted to borrow it to make a copy of it. Then he brought it back, and then ever since then, on any Copperfield special on CBS, we recorded it. And then Dave Duncan recorded too. And then everybody started recording. And then when blank DVDs came, we put it on there. And then when YouTube came, we were able to upload it like that and share. And then Dave Duncan found J.A. Corn Medical Film Tape Library, and he was like a treasure trove. And then I traded, and he traded, or I would give $20 for this VCR tape and all that stuff. Now it would probably be DVDs. And we talked through email and all that. J.A. Corn Film Tape Library. He's a cool magician too. You should see his jigsaw puzzle of it, and it's really good. Somehow the piece gets together magically, and there's one piece missing, and it's the piece that the person picked, and it matches perfectly. He was real clever to come up with that, because he added himself and a magic routine on the video, and I thought that was cool. And I was like, I bet that's him. Then later on I found out, yep, that is him, J.A. Corn, Magical Film Tape Librarian. Sure enough, I thought that was him. He wanted to show what he could do. I thought that was cool. Because before YouTube and Facebook and all that, we made copies and shared through other magicians and fans of magic shows. We shared back and forth what we had. We made copies for each other and stuff. And when I made copies, it was 6 hours worth. But when I get a copy from them, it's in good quality SP mode or LP mode. It's okay. But I gave back by having the whole enchilada in 6 hours worth. So I'm sure I was completely different, because I had the catalog, and it shows the speeds they were recorded on. I was like, they ain't got the 6 hours one. I know, I'll do what I have, they don't have, and put it in 6 hours worth. And then every magician can have what I have. And now they probably got it on blank DVDs and whatever else you got recorded on. It's called Keeping the Illusion Magic Alive. Even Mitch Leary says, Bill, you need to keep uploading David Copperfield. I said, yeah, but Doug Henning too. They're forgetting him. They know about David Bland and Chris Angel, but if you ask who David Copperfield is, they'll say, who? And I go, well, don't worry, I've done that. I uploaded all the 20 specials of Copperfield. I've uploaded the Lance Burton specials. I uploaded whatever I could on Chris Angel, whatever which one YouTube allowed, but some reason certain kinds won't. I don't know if Chris Angel can fix that so the fans can upload all that, but David Copperfield is friendly. I was able to upload all of his specials, including the DVD that I got. It has the commentary and all that. Google is YouTube friendly for Copperfield. I'm grateful to Jesus for that. We were able to upload all the Copperfields, all the 7 specials of Doug Henning. I did the same thing on Facebook, so that I keep the magic alive. It makes copies upon copies on copies. This one Christian magician posted, how can all these specials be on YouTube? It's like a Walt Disney Bolt. And I said, I might because it be from me, because I was able, before we had YouTube and Facebook and all that, we had snail mail, which was regular mail, and we shared back and forth. And he said, okay, no problem, Bill, I was just wondering. Thanks for sharing. God bless. I said, you're welcome. Be safe in Christ. God bless you too. And then another magician said the same thing. I'm grateful that you uploaded all these specials, all these shows too, Bill. I said, you're welcome. I'm just thankful Jesus I'm able to do this, because without his help I could do nothing.